Hello, amazing family. This is Hadija with the Parenting Mindset Shift, a place for parents to bring clarity, confidence, peace, and joy to their parenting journey. And in today's video, I want us to discuss why we at home choose to speak French, living in an English-speaking country. And I want to talk about the benefit that brings to speak another language at home. And I will walk you through 5 main reasons for embracing, in my case, the French language within our family. And of course, it can be applicable to any other language, different from the country you are living in, of course. And so I was born in France, in a Comorian household. So I'm originally from Comoros. So my mom would speak Comorian at home. And at one point, my mom would just speak Comorian, but I would be allowed to respond back in French. And long story short, I end up fully understanding the language, but speaking with a very broken Comorian. So really barely speaking Comorian. And so when I would go to Comoros, I would be reminded that I don't speak the language, right? I will be reminded that I don't speak the Comorian. And that didn't at the time make me feel good about myself. I had few things here and there and I know in retrospect I could have done something about it, but when you're young you don't really think of it. Because of that feeling, we chose to speak French at home while living in the US. So the reason number 1, the research suggests that bilingualism enhances cognitive abilities and numerous lifelong benefits. So we know that it's good for your brain, it's good for the cognitive self. So it may seem very obvious today, but back in 20 years, I had to relearn the importance and the benefit of speaking your own language at home and not feeling the pressure of being scared that your kids will be behind in English because you don't speak English at home, and you may feel like they will go to a school or a daycare that everybody speaks English and may not understand it. So I had to relearn and reframe, saying it's okay. Right away, we were clear about our intention. We understood that researchers was backing us in our intention and its benefit. So it was easy by reading the books and making sure that I know why I do the things I do, why speaking French was then becoming the thing at home. Speaking multiple languages positively impact cognitive development. So by us incorporating French in our daily lives, we stimulate their brain, enhance memories and problem solving, and overall cognitive function. So that's why we really wanted to stay there, because I feel like it's a pretty good stuff to focus on right now, like all of those reasons. Reason number 2 is the cultural heritage. And one of the primary motivations for speaking French at home is to preserve our cultural heritage. When children grow up in hearing and speaking a second language or another language, it becomes part of their identity, shaping how they see the world and how they see themselves. So we know that this bicultural and bilingual identity can provide them with a unique perspective and a deeper connection to their heritage. And the fact that they can communicate with their grandparents in France. So going back to another reason for that, our children love being able to understand and be understood when they travel to France without us. Last time they did that, the best compliment that my oldest had was someone not believing that he doesn't live in France. Everybody thought that he lived there, and that was a great compliment for him. He's like, Mom, I was very surprised. So that's one of the reasons. Reason number 3, improve communication skills. Speaking a foreign language at home improve communication skills. When children grow up hearing and speaking a second language, they develop that understanding of the structure and nuances, and this leads to improve like the listening, the speaking, the reading and the writing abilities in their native language and the language that they live in the country they're living. They are not scared to tackle any other languages, which is a great benefit. So for my kids, learning other languages like Arabic, Spanish, or Mandarin was not scary for them. They just try and let's see what happened. That was they were very familiar with that. They were at ease in understanding the process of learning another language. And what we enjoy at home is the capacity to break down words and their definition just by deduction. And as silly as the word breakfast is, I personally 20 years ago didn't break it down like that, breaking your fast and knowing that when we were talking in French and in English, and we were just blending all of that was just beautiful. And that's one example among so many others that I thought is a really good benefit. Reason number 4, the global opportunities. This one is pretty obvious. Speaking a foreign language opens doors to a wide range of global opportunities, and we lived it. Like I said, I grew up in France, speak French, coming here in America, learning the language, and it's very beneficial for me to be able to speak those 2 languages. So giving that to our children is a beautiful opportunity for them to open their opportunities, because today that's really what it is about. Us parents to provide open the door, and they can choose to use it or not. Opportunities that trying to expose giving them a buffet of a beautiful choice of where they can go and explore. That's a beautiful benefit. So by them knowing how to speak the language, they can just go to, in our case French, they can go to any different countries and study or work or even just volunteer, for instance. So reason number 5 is family bonding. Speaking French at home strengthen our family bonds and create a unique sense of unity. So I like that it's foster a shared experience as we communicate and express emotion and engage in different activity using our own personal language. And by speaking French together, we create this inclusive environment that brings us closer and deepen our connection. And that's really a beautiful thing, to at least have that aspect to connect with each other and have our own little secret language, if I may say, even though French is a language that a lot of people speak also, but just like it's a family bonding. So we choose to speak French at home because it allows to promote cognitive development, preserve our cultural heritage, it's improve communication skills and embrace global opportunities. And of course, it's strengthening our family bonds. So it's a decision that we felt was important for us to do, that enriches our lives and shape our identity, and consider exploring your own linguistic heritage and the benefit it can bring to your family. So today's Shred Connection tool, we can have a different layer, because we can have a group of you guys that already speak another language at home, and you can play with having another language added, maybe, or playing, making sure that they understand the very specific expression, because I think that's the next level that we do at home, is just listening to music in French and then making sure that they know this expression. You can elevate the language at home by in this way. And if you don't speak any language at home, the thing will be to see which one you are interested in speaking and maybe do the work with them. So you just bring a very basic book that speak Spanish, for instance, and you just decided to learn it with your child together and just explore and give them other options to understand that it's completely feasible to learn another language by you modeling what you do. So just explore what are you open, which language are you curious about. Just bring it in a comment and share with me what are the language. Maybe I can, or what is your specific situation, and I can give you suggestion of how you can bring all those benefits, even if you don't necessarily speak a second language. So that's it for today. Thank you for joining us today as we explore the benefit of speaking a foreign language at home. If you found this video informative or inspiring, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Remember, embracing a foreign language opens doors to new horizons and enriches our life in countless ways. Donc, au revoir et on se voit à la prochaine vidéo. Merci.